Hey people, hi everyone. Really hoping that this thing goes on well. Hi, can everyone hear me in the chat? If you can hear me, just say hi in the chat. I'll be adding our guests to the stream soon, and they would be giving you all that you want to hear today. Okay, so put it in the chat, just say hi. Just a second whilst I get everything set up. Um, just a second. Oops. So we have Rita joining, and then we have Tejus as well. Let me see the other speakers, whether they join in as soon as possible or not. But just a second, please. We would be up and running very shortly. Okay. So let me go ahead and then put it in the chat. Um, hey. So just in a short while, we'll be up and running again. Let me see what exactly is happening. Yeah, we are live on Facebook, and also we are live um, on YouTube as well. Just a second more. Okay, this is proving to be a bit of difficulty, but I will go through this. Hi Rita. Can you talk? Let me check whether you are okay on YouTube or not, because I feel maybe it's probably due to me, my end, and not everyone. So I'm just gonna go to the stream on YouTube and check. Okay, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. All of you will be fine. Just in a second, let me understand what is happening right now. So I'm just gonna go to the stream on. Yeah, thank you so much for your patience. I would be up and running soon. I'm just figuring out what is wrong behind the scene so that we get started. So, what do we do here? Okay, so that was a bit of an issue, but I'm going to add my speakers today again, and let's see how it goes. Hi, Rita. I think you are currently muted. Can you unmute yourself? Rita, can you unmute yourself? Just click on the unmute, and then I think you should be good to go, because currently you are muted. And okay, I think all my speakers are in. Homo, okay, just a second. Hi, Homo. Unmute yourself. You look good.
Dawood, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much, man. And same to you, man.
Yeah,
You are
and
our newest
you look.
MVP.
Yeah, it's a big celebration for the community. I
Right.
mean, getting the good news about you and I the same day was just something really amazing. People really
Yeah.
liked it, and I'm sure
Yeah.
people are really inspired.
Sure. Sure.
Hi Rita, how are you?
Hi, Dawood.
I
I'm
think
fine.
Rita is also on the stream. So yeah, Rita, you can unmute yourself. Okay, let me add all of them so that we get the amazing lineup before we start everything. Hi, Hermantika.
Hi Dauda.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi Gomo. Hi Rita.
Hi, I'm Antika.
Hi, hello everyone.
Hi, Faisal.
Now just Tejas is left. We'll wait for him to join.
Okay. That was a bit from my end and not your ends. But all of you are on the screen. Hi, Faizan,
Hi
Hermantika,
Daud.
Rita. Can
Hi
you all say hi?
Dauda.
Let me hear you out.
Hi, Dauda.
Oh,
Hi.
yeah, amazing, amazing. You all are up for the stream today, and I'm really excited to hear what exactly you're about to discuss. Um, Faizan, would you start by telling the audience what we should expect today?
Okay, so we are going to today see, as you might have seen the posters, that today's session is titled Mixed Reality in Power Apps. So, as we know, Power Apps is known for less code and more power. And up till now, many of us, if we have been tried developing an AR or MR application through Unity, it might have taken like lot of time, like hours and hours of time to develop an app. But today we'll show how it's easy using Power Apps. So I guess that will do today. We'll create something useful and we'll show that how you can use it in real life and
Okay.
many
That's
applications
actually
of it.
amazing to hear. Amazing. That's really good to hear. So Tejus, am I getting your name right? You can unmute yourself and then let's ask you a couple of questions.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
you
I
are
am.
live. You are live.
Yeah, I can listen. Yeah,
Amazing.
I'm live.
Okay. Okay. And in the chat, our audience, you should know that today we are using a different streaming method. We are streaming on YouTube and we are streaming on Facebook, and this is really new to all of us. I mean, I have tested it a bit, but it just beats me at the beginning a bit. But it's okay. It's fine. I mean, it's just like my code not working. Okay. Okay. And in the chat, our yeah.
Audience, you
So
should know
Homo, I
that.
think we are just going to begin with you, and I'll give you the flow so that you will speak
Okay.
to the audience. Whilst I put our fellow behind the scene.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. So Homo, just get ready. Let me put Rita and Tijus behind the scene, and then
Okay. Let me just share
I
my
get you
screen.
the flow. You can share your screen as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So I will leave two of
Uh,
you here. And Homo, you can share your screen. Let me see how things go. Awesome. Okay, I think I have one screen showing. So I'll just remove that screen and then look for Homo's screen and share that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, sure.
Just let me know when we are ready.
cool.
Okay, once I have your screen, I'll put it on the stream for people to see.
Sure.
Um, Okay. All right. So we have Homo screen on here. Yeah, Homo, I think your screen is live and people can hear you.
Okay, so am I
Okay.
good to
Yeah.
go?
So absolutely. So I'm just gonna play one more of our video, and then we will get started. All right.
Okay, cool. Sure.
Yeah. Just a second. We would be up for it in a second. Thank you. Okay. So this is probably supposed to not be your end. Um, okay, so yes, so right in here we have Gomo, and Homo would be sharing with us some. Okay, welcome back. That was just for a short break. I won't waste much time again. Homo, over to you to take up the show.
Okay, cool. So can everyone hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So hello everyone and welcome to the session. My name is Homelemo and some of you may know me, but for those of you who don't, I am a former Gold Microsoft student partner who now represents Microsoft as a product program manager, leading advocacy for students for the Power Platform. I will just briefly talk about my role and what I plan to achieve a little later on. But for now, in the interest of time, because I know that you're all actually here to see all the beautiful demos, I would like to jump straight into the talk of the day. Less Code, More Power is a movement created at Microsoft and made popular by Donna Sarkar, Brian Dang, and other members of the Power Platform family. But what exactly does it mean? When the tools for problem solving involve less code, little to no background in computer science, then more people can participate. As tech ambassadors, we go out and share our technical knowledge with as many people as we can. But our audience can sometimes be limited to a select few due to the contents requiring a certain level of expertise and understanding. So if the prerequisites for learning how to code are less, the power of being able to create solutions can be shared with people across a variety of different fields and expertise. As Brian said it, less code, more power is an inclusive message. So how exactly is Microsoft trying to push this message forward? With the Power Platform, this platform is empowering millions of people, both technical and non-technical, to achieve more power with less code. Microsoft recognizes that there are not enough coders and data scientists and all-round quote-unquote tech professionals to go around in the world. So their goal was to build a platform targeting not only these technology experts, but also the millions of other frontline workers who see opportunities every day to create something better than the status quo. But due to a lack of expertise in the tech industry, they have never been empowered to do anything about it. The Power Platform implements this vision via the cloud-based services Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Virtual Agents. However, the focus of today is Power Apps, right? Power Apps is our low-code application development platform, allowing anyone to build web and mobile apps without writing code. The natural connection between Power Apps and the rest of the platform makes it effortless to put insights into the hands of maintenance workers, teachers, miners, and others on the front line. In tailored and often task-specific apps that supercharge your productivity and make your work perhaps a little less tedious. Power Apps connects to hundreds of business systems and databases, making it easy to connect workers with the existing processes and data that makes your businesses tick. And all of the data captured in Power Apps can make its way right back to those very systems for further analysis using tools such as Power BI, creating a closed loop process for continuous improvement. So, for a quick refresher of what I've just said, Power Apps is all about providing a low code way to rapidly build apps for mobile and the web. We make it easy to connect your existing data with plenty of pre-built connectors, as well as the built-in common data service. All of this speed does not compromise on power though, because Power Apps is all about strong enterprise governance and security, and has a bunch of professional developer hooks. Apps that are built using Power Apps provide rich business logic and workflow capabilities to transform your manual business process. Building experiences using Power Apps allows people to create code in a way that is easy to use and easy to maintain, and it allows people to build feature-rich apps without writing any code. Now, swiftly moving along, let's talk about mixed reality or MR. What exactly is MR, and why is it such an existing or an exciting technology to use? To put it simply, MR, which is also known as hybrid reality, is the combination of real and virtual environments to create new visualizations where real life objects and people coexist and interact with devices, with creatures, and landscapes in the digital world. Unlike virtual reality, MR allows users to seamlessly navigate through both the virtual and the real worlds at the same time. This provides an inclusive um, interface for users when creating these types of apps. So basically, virtual elements are superimposed onto the real world environment, making interactions with these basic objects seem very real. Now, a question that might be on most of your minds is, how can I build applications using MR? And if so, what do I need to know? What tools do I need to have? What about the learning process? Is it long? Is it tedious? Should I even start now? Well, guess what? I've got a bit of news for you, because remember that Power Apps thing that I was talking about earlier on and how easy it is to build applications with minimal code? Well, introducing mixed reality inside of Power Apps. Roll credits. Power Apps now has mixed reality capabilities. With these new features, Power Apps is one of the first low-code, no-code platforms that makes it possible for everyone to build mixed reality apps without any technical expertise. Many companies today are investing millions of dollars to build mixed reality apps for their businesses. These investments require the recruitment of highly specialized developers working tremendous hours to create these apps. These days, our own smartphones have augmented reality features, which means that we all have the power to leverage this technology to extend our Power Apps with the ease of drag and drop technology. From students to professionals, the entire workforce spectrum can start to digitize workflows in physical spaces in new and creative ways using tools that they're already familiar with, like the Power Platform. So what can we do with mixed reality in Power Apps? Mixed reality is expected to be pitched as a gaming platform but the issue with that is it would be a very big mistake to dismiss MR as just a gaming platform. The technology has already been incorporated right now into different applications in a wide variety of industries, including arts, entertainment, manufacturing, healthcare, and so on. So here is what is possible with MR in Power Apps. For starters, you can start validating fits in your physical spaces. When you are working in the real world, you need to understand your physical space. Now in Power Apps, you will be able to use 3D models to find out if a pathway is large enough, or if a product will fit, or how placement might impact your line of sight. You can also use MR in Power Apps to easily take measurements of physical spaces by using linear or volumetric measurements, which show up on your screen as you measure. And these measurements can be used to kickstart another process, or you can even move them to your data source. Now, imagine a mixed reality online clothing store where you can use your phone to visualize yourself wearing the clothes before you even make a purchase. To utilize this feature in Power Apps, you have to make use of 3D models, which you can download from various sources, or you can even create them on your own. Like what you see in this picture, a 3D model of a forklift is being used to see how it'll fit in a certain physical space. But you may not always have access to 3D models. Power Apps also allows you to incorporate JPEGs or PNG to represent an image in the real world, helping you to visualize how a product or size might fit into an existing physical space. Now, with today's session in motion, I just want to quickly highlight our plans for the next couple of months. Like I said, I lead advocacy for students for the Power Platform at Microsoft. And what we want to do is we want to coordinate with the Microsoft Student Ambassador Program Management team to manage a league of Power Platform students who will help upskill other college students in their communities. We will be tracking metrics around this league with the goal of having up to 1,000 Power Platform student advocates, upskilling up to 100,000 students worldwide. So if you want to be part of this league, you can message me on Twitter, and I will be announcing further news on the MSP team's channels, as well as on various social media. There are so many other cool things that we are planning. However, I can't get to all of them now, but rest assured, we are all very excited about this venture. Now, Donna would kill me if I didn't assign some homework for you guys. So if you are new to the Power Platform and you want to get started, you can go to aka.ms Power Up, where you will be led to a learning path on Microsoft Learn, which will take you through the first steps of building a Power App. But if you're a little bit more advanced and you want to dwell a bit deeper, then you can visit aka.ms/Power Academy, and you'll be greeted with a generous helping of resources that will give you deeper knowledge into building with Power Apps. You can also tweet me or Donna or Joe about your progress as well. Just before I go, I would like to turn your attention to this conference taking place next week. Not every app that a professional developer builds should be code first. Join us on July 15th for Powerful Devs, the first virtual conference of its kind. We will showcase how developers can leverage the Power Platform to build applications faster and with far less effort. At this conf, you can connect with industry-recognized pro dev influencers, Microsoft Cloud advocates, and diverse community leaders, and of course, members of the Power Platform team. You can go to aka.ms powerful devs conf to register today. And I can assure you it will be a blast. So thank you all for listening to me ramble on and on about the Power Platform. I will be sticking around for some Q&A at the very end of the session. So be sure to follow me on all social networks. And without wasting any further time, I think we should go on to the demos.
Amazing. I mean, who doesn't like it when Homo presents, right? Everyone likes it. You nailed it, bro. So today we'll be having some cool folks to do the demo as Homo has introduced them, and I love
Right.
your presentation and everything, Homo. No doubt about it. So we will
Thank
just
you very
throw
much.
more questions at you. We'll throw the questions at you. So
Sure.
please, let me just invite in Faizan on the screen. So we have Hymantika here and Faizan. Hi, Faizan. What are we supposed
Yeah,
to
hi.
expect?
As Gomu mentioned, how mixed reality is trying to change, make an impact in the world, and Microsoft is investing a lot of tech in that. It has its own device, HoloLens for it. But if we go through that way, it takes a lot of time, and if we have to just build a mobile application, as mobiles
Right.
are more in use of now, so we will why not try Power Apps instead to build those stuff. So
Sure.
now Gomu has ended with those theories. Now we'll show you some demo. So and as Gomu said, he's going to be up till the end for Q&A section. So just save your questions or type it in chats from someone from team. Will keep it and we'll try to answer in the Q&A section at the end of this demo.
Sure.
Okay,
Amazing.
so
Yeah.
I guess we are good to go for demo now.
Yeah, just before you go ahead, let me give a big shout out to our audience in the chat. We so much appreciate you always joining us on Saturday and sharing positivity, inspiring people across the globe. Today, we are not only live on YouTube, but we are also on Facebook, and it's the same MSInspir. Please check it out, and then you can watch from your comfort zone. So, Faizan, do I need to pull Tejus in, or you begin first?
I would ask you to introduce to get in Tejas here.
Yeah. So please, Tejus, I know you are in the chat. Please say hi in the private chat, and then let me get you to the screen. But for now, let's get your screen shared, Faizan. Let's get your screen shared.
Yeah,
For those,
I'm up.
for those of you that are joining us for the first time, this is what we do always to inspire people. Just a second, 6 seconds video here for you.
That
Yeah,
was
so that's
awesome.
yeah, and I like our new flow. I mean, all positivity from you guys. So I'm up for your screen. Please share it. Let me put it on for people to see
Ah,
what you're screen. And then shout out to Salman and
there's a section there.
yeah. So I'm trying to pull out your share your screen. Just share it, and then I'll pull it up there. Shout out to all the guys in the chat and Salman, Sabiha, Sundareshwar for always being around. Today they are handling the AI gaming, but I know they've also tried their best to join this chat. So thank you so much for joining. I'm still waiting to pick up your screen, so please go ahead and share it for me. Okay. So whilst we are waiting, let me put up. Hey, Hamantika. So people will be expecting to see all the powerful stuff that you do. Unmute yourself and just talk whilst I'm trying to get Faizan on the screen.
Yeah, so like today is a very special day because we know that mixed reality it is a very new feature which has been just introduced, and today we have also created a very great app which will be very useful for education purposes for kids. I won't say more because I'll wait for Faizan to show the demo and how the entire thing is working. But yes, you'll see how fun it is and how easy it is to make the entire mixed reality feature in Power Apps. Because whenever we used to think about mixed reality, we thought that it's quite difficult. But now we can see how easy it is and how Power Platform or Power Apps have made it very interesting and easy for us.
Amazing, amazing. So you heard it right from Hermantica. I'm still trying to pull out the screen of Faizan. Faizan, you can check in the private chat. I'm trying to get you set. If you have any problem, I can just help. For now, let me pull out Rita as well. So Rita, you'll be having some demo with, Hermantica. What is actually should we expect? You are muted, Rita.
So sorry about that. Thank you, Dawood. So for the demo with Hemantica, I will be showing you all how you'll be able to view shapes and measure in mixed reality using Power Apps. And Faizan and Tejas would also be talking about viewing objects in 3D and viewing it in mixed reality as well. So yeah, watch out.
Hmm. Okay. So I'm thinking that what I can do right now is actually to put the two of you together. So you begin with your session. Unfortunately, I'm going to change that so that we just have our audience, learning something. Whilst I try to get Faizan and then Tejus fixed up because I think they're having some issue
Aloha.
adding.
Arya, yeah.
Yeah, you need to just share your screen, whatever you are doing in Teams is not a problem. Just share your screen here, and then I'll pull up that screen. Then you show whatever you are showing in Teams. But if you can't
Can
do
you see the
that, let me.
screen now?
Yeah, if you can't do that, I'll just pull up Hermantica and
Tejas,
Rita so
just
that they get.
okay. Tejas, can you just speak something so that Tauda can check if you are available or not?
Yeah. So you know what? You are not supposed to share your screen on Teams for me to pull it out here. You are supposed to just share your screen here so that I'll pull it up here, and then they will see what you are sharing in Teams. Does it make sense?
Can you see my screen now? Is it visible? Like the sketch fab
I'm still trying to get your screen. No, your screen is not
presentation is
visible yet.
okay.
Your
Let's click
screen is
on
not
share
visible.
screen again. Oh,
Yeah, just
sorry.
click. Thank you. Thank you, the audience in the chat, for having patience with us. I mean, these are things that really happen. I really understand. And you can see today we are having a new vibe on MSInspir. A lot of flyers, and then videos pulling in and amazing speakers here. So you shouldn't expect the same thing every day. Okay, I have your screen now. Thank you so much. Yeah. So you are in, Fagan. Take it away.
Okay, so just before we begin our demo session, I would just like to have you go through some theoretical part. So Tejas will just give you a brief about the theory part. So Tejas, just get started.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Tejas hasn't been really like connected here as well. Because I see in this that your guest need to connect. He's having an internet connection or something, or connect his mic. Please, Tejas, you can join again and then enable your microphone so that you'll be all set.
Okay, up till then, I guess I will continue. I will take over.
Yes, please take over.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So yeah, just so to begin with mixed reality. So what we expect here to do is we will bring in some 3D models and present it here. So there are various different forms which you can do that. So first we'll begin with view objects in 3D. That's a feature of Power Apps. So what you need to do for that is you need to get on some 3D models which are freely, some of them are freely available on Sketchfab, and you can just download it from there in GLTF format, which will give you a zip file containing all the 3D asset. So instead, just we can download it from there, and there are lots of available. I'll show you like we completed from A to Z every object, and all of them were downloaded from sketchfab.com. So the next step which you do is, after downloading the 3D model, is you need to convert it into GLB format, because GLB format is supported by Power Apps here. So I guess you can use websites like glbpackard or glitch.me, and there are various websites available on Google. So I would say, just if you type in Google convert from GLTF to GLB, the first site which you will get is this glbpackard.glitch.me. So it's really a good website. Just drop in the whole contents of the zip file, and you will get the and you will get your GLTF model in your PC. So the next step which we want to say is from where you can store and retrieve the 3D models. So there are various websites like one Dropbox. You can also store it in SharePoint and access it from there. And there's an option of GitHub too. But there are various steps which you need to resolve. Not instead of directly copying the link and displaying it, you need to convert it into a certain format, which I will tell you in the next slide. Okay, so this is the process. Why GitHub? We think that GitHub is easily accessible. It's not the case that Dropbox or OneDrive or SharePoint isn't accessible, but we generally prefer GitHub. So after going with GitHub, when you have uploaded the GLB file in your repository, so two things happen there. First, that the file gets converted into a binary format. And the second thing, which I didn't mention earlier, was to include in Power Apps, you need to convert it from binary format to its raw format. So the first thing which you will do after, sorry for that, copying link from GitHub, is remove the blob section, the blob part. If you generally go and see a GitHub option, so it will be some pages dot your github.com / your repository name, then / master directory, and then / your file name.glb. So there's a blob section at the end which you have to remove, and after removing that, you have to replace the github.com to raw user content.com. So why we do this is specifically, as I mentioned earlier, that Power App supports only 3D models in GLB format. So you need to do that thing. So because it's originally stored in raw format somewhere, you just need to make it correctly accessible. So after you have done the complete conversion from GLB file, you are there to go. You are good to go. You can now import any 3D model into Power Apps. And how we will do it, I will show you next. Okay, so these are some demo videos. I will just open and share my the screen and show you how to do these GLB files in our Power Apps. Okay. Just share my screen again. Okay. Okay, so first thing what you have to do is you have to just open a website, make.powerapps.com. So if you have an organization account, you can just sign in through it. It will just show the apps which are, if they are openly in your organization, and this is the welcome screen which you get. So what you have to do is go in. If you go in apps, you can just see all the apps available in your organization. But we are here to create a demo, so we will click instead create. So what it will do is it will just open up a fresh Power App. Okay, so now you have the option of starting it from for different devices. So what we are going to do here now is we are going to start with Canvas app from blank. So we are going to build the app from scratch. So just select this template, and you have the option. This is the beauty of Power Apps, which gives you every device compatible Power Apps screen template, so that you can build easily for any device. So here I'm going to choose my phone and name the app as A, A to Z objects. So what we're going to show today here now is all of the 3D products, 3D objects from A to Z, and we'll just see how awesome is it. We are just waiting to that demo. So after you click on create, you will be redirected to another screen, and it will just say getting ready. Wait, let it load. All right, there you are. So here you can choose directly. You are given some option of creating a form or creating a gallery. You can directly click on to take an interactive tour if you are the first time user, but for now I'm not a first time user, so I'll just click on skip, and I'm here so to give you this tour. So okay, so for yeah, this is our the starting screen. So what we can do is there are many more features too of Power Apps, but here now we are going to focus only on 3D 3D mixed reality. So if you want to know more features about Power Apps, you can just view previous MSInspir sessions where Mantika has covered many of the part of Power Apps. So I'll just get into mixed reality. Okay,
Okay, Faizan, let me
so
just call your attention. Let me just call your attention to what happened. It looks as if you, when you began, they couldn't see your screen. So can you just take it like a sharp, introduce them again?
introduce from where? Sorry.
When you began sharing your screen, they couldn't see it. So can you just go over that end again?
Uh,
Yeah, thank you so much.
okay, okay, so I'll just do it again. Okay, is my screen visible now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So what we have to do is we have to go to the portal make.powerapps.com, and if you have an organization account, so you can sign. If it's signed in, it will redirect you to this page. But if it's not, then you will have to just sign in, and you will get redirected here. So here there's a couple of buttons: learn, apps, create. So if you go in the apps section, it will show you all the apps, but for now we'll just focus on create as we are running out of time now. So, and if you want to know more, you can just, as I said previously, visit MS Inspire previous sessions where Hemantika has really showed many features of Power Apps. So if you go on create, and here you have many options which you can choose as a template to begin with. So I will choose a Canvas app from blank as we are building it from blank. And here you have the format to choose for a tablet or phone. If you're building for tablet, you can just continue with tablet format, and if you have phone, you can just continue with phone. So for now I'm going to go with phone and name my app as I'll have to name it another. You can just show it. So I'll just name it demo objects. All right, so I'll just click on create, and it will redirect you to the editor. So this is where you will edit your Power Apps, and you have the option to execute your Power Apps too, where you can just see a preview how your app is going to look like. So I'll just let it load. All right, so here you have an interactive option of three links where you can choose create a form, create a gallery previously, and the last option is take an interactive tool. So if you're a first time user, you can take this tool to explore many features in Power Apps, but for now I'll be your guide here, so I'll give you this tool here. So let's just skip this section for now. And what I'll do now is focus only on the mixed reality component. So what you have to do is you have to go ahead and file as it's an experimental feature up till now, but it's open to public. So what you have to do is it's disabled by default. So what you have to do is you have to enable it. So from where you can enable it, you have to just click on file, then click on advanced settings, and down here when you scroll, you can see mixed reality features here, which is off by default. You have to switch it on and just see that. Okay, so it's as of now it's switched on. I'll go back to my screen where I will develop my app. So what I'm going to do here is I will just click on insert, so I get what all things I can insert here in my mobile app. So what I'll do is I have all of the data in Excel sheet with me. So I'll just let it open in the background so that I can show you that all of the links that I have stored in this. So Power Apps gives you a feature for storing the links. Sorry. Or I will just open my GitHub repository to show you. Right. So what I was saying is you have to include all the data in Excel sheet. So what we have done here is we have 4 columns here. In first column we have the letter itself. In the second column we have the link of all the images of that product. So like if it's A for apple, we have the image of apple there. If it's B for banana, we have the image of banana there. And like this we have 26 columns there. So it consists of A to Z, all of the objects there. So I'll just check whether, yeah, so it's my GitHub repository. I'll just open the GLB files where I have stored. So all right, as you can see, there are many GLB files here. So what I have done is I have just chooses all of the uploaded GLB files to here. So if you want to, if you find a better GLB file for any of the objects, you can just do a PR. I'll surely come approve it and will just have a good GLB file. So next thing which which we have to do is we will just go in gallery. So what we are going to have is we are going to have the list of all of the objects here in different form of rows. So okay, I'll just make it up to full screen. All right, so this is the gallery. There are just 4 dummy columns which will show you how the gallery would look like. So what I'm going to do is, I don't need this button as of now, so I'm going to delete it. You can just press the delete button, it gets deleted. And as soon as I select this gallery, I get an option to select a data source for this. So as I said, I have an Excel sheet already in my OneDrive. So I'll just let it pop in here so that it automatically the data gets imported here. So as soon as you open your OneDrive for business, it will show you all of the Excel files available here. So let me just choose the Excel file A to Z, which consists of all of the columns. So, and this is now the section where it will show you the table names. Table names are the tables available in your Excel sheet. So as you can import many tables as you want in your Excel sheet. So I have, as of now, I have for one. So I have included all fruits here. So I will just click on it and let it connect. And I'll wait for it to connect. So it's just connecting. So you can see here, so as the image has appeared here. So what I'm getting wrong now is I'm getting the URL here. So it's just the linking of column. So what I have to do is just click on this column here and click on this gallery here. So if I click on the gallery, it shows me what the data source I'm using it, and if I want to edit my fields, so which column should display where exactly. So I can choose that from, and as you click on edit, you'll get different fields here. So these are the fields which you can see here. So if I click on image, so image has my image column, that's perfectly okay. The next section is subtitle word, which is in this section. So here I need my product name. So I'll just check for my product name column. Oh, it's there. I'll just click on product name and I got all of my products there. Now the next thing which is wrong is the URL. So I'll just select it and click for source letter. Yes, I got the letter. And if you wait, all right. So as you can see, we have built a gallery here where all of the objects from A to Z with their product name and the images have appeared. So what now we have to do is I will just leave the space for the next demo here. So what we have to do is we have to view 3D models here. So for that, I'll just add a new blank screen here and just name it 3D model. Okay, so what we'll do here now is we'll just what we want to do when as soon as I click on this section of my Power Apps, what I need is it should get transferred to this page and it should display the 3D model here. So for that, I'll just click here and just search for on select option from this drop down. So there is on select, which is currently false. So if you click on it, then nothing will happen. So I have to just add navigate to this 3D model screen of mine. So I'll just select 3D model, and if you need a transition, you can add a screen transition. So I prefer the fade, and so I've selected that. All right, we are perfect to go. The next thing which we need to go there is as soon as I click on this section should go there with not only just go there, it should select that letter and give its particular 3D model, that related 3D model. So I need to store that in a variable. So how can I do that in Power Apps? You can do that just by using set. Okay, great. Okay. So what do I have to set? I need to name here a variable. So as you can see in the suggestions area, I need to name the variable here. So I'm naming my variable here as source. Not source, it will just be written. So I will just remove B from it. So it's just SOURC. So, and what I need to give to it is the link of the 3D model, and I know that the name of that particular column is the 3D model. So I'll just select this item of 3D model. So what it will do is as soon as I complete, okay. So what it will do is as soon as I click on this section, it will redirect here to this screen, and it will pass the URL which you are seeing here to SOURC. So okay, we are good to go for now. And what we'll do here is we'll just see 3D mode, and this is where the main part begins. So to view your 3D model here, what you have to do is to go in media and click on view in 3D. So it will just give you a dummy view in 3D model where you can view your simple cube. So it's just a sample 3D object. So what we'll do, I'll just make it bigger, and as you can see the source is set now to sample 3D object, but as of now we selected here our variable as SORC. So what we'll do is just change it to SOURC. All right, and it shows empty source here, but what we'll do is just because it's not getting for which element should it show here. So what we'll do is we'll just click on the preview. This is the preview button. So when I click on preview, okay, not this screen, I'll go to the main screen and click preview button. So as you can see all of these objects here from A to Z. So what I wish to see is apples. So if I click on it, and as you can see, something is loading up here. And all right, there you go. You can see the 3D model of apple. So this is where you can rotate it, and you can just zoom it in and see. You can just do it. So this is the 3D model's features, and it works on any letter which you want to see. So as of now, instead of just closing the app, and going back again to this page and running it, I'll just add a back button here. So just add a back button which will take me back. So as of now it's unselected. I just rename it to back. Okay, so as of now when you click on select, it's selected false. So I'll just make it navigate to okay, typo, navigate to my screen one. And the transition which I always prefer is fade. So just select it. All right, we are good to go. And if I go there, if I try executing my app, and if I want to see my apples, but okay, so if I don't want to see my apples, if I'm done with seeing my apples 3D model, I'll go back and I will search for any other, like if you want to see the jackets, well, I just select on jacket, the jackets 3D model will be loading here, and I can just see my jacket as any in any dimension I want. I can also see it inside and which field not here. Okay, so all right, I'm done with the view in 3D, and I guess next is stages who will show you the next feature of Power Apps, which is view in MR.
This was really, really amazing. You did so much well. I'm looking forward to the next speaker to see what amazing stuff she does. And I think we'll be having Hemantika and Rita on the screen, right?
Yeah,
Yes. Rita, you can, Hemantika, you can unmute yourself and say hi to everyone. But honestly, this was mind blowing. Kobo, you should be proud of your people here. They are doing an amazing job with mixed reality.
Yes. So what I was thinking is that since,
So I'm just gonna put Rita and Hemantika. Can you say hi to the
yes,
audience? Awesome. Yeah.
I
Hi.
so they just probably having a Faizan, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that I just received a text from Tejas that he is having a technical glitch. So you can go ahead with his part.
Well, okay, cool, cool. I'll just do that part.
Yeah.
So just confirm if you can see
Yeah, he
my
just
screen.
texted. Okay, cannot see your screen.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
I cannot see you on the screen now.
I can't see.
So even Faizan is having a temporary problem. So maybe Rita, you can go ahead and till the time Faizan fixes his problem.
Okay, sure. So I'll just
Yeah,
share my screen and start.
yeah, sure.
Okay. So can you see my screen?
No, not yet.
Okay. So okay, just tell me when it's visible so I can start. Can you see it?
I think we should wait for Dawood to share the screen. Maybe he's having a technical problem at his on his side as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Mm.
Okay, so as we just heard from Dauda that he is having a problem with his net connection right now, so he cannot share the screen. Meanwhile, so maybe that whatever you have seen till now, whatever Faizan have demoed, so you people can try that, and you can also see that how cool it is. So since we are having a problem right now, so we cannot show you the entire demo, but I'm hoping that we'll be here and show you how the entire thing works. Please have patience for the time being.
Okay, so while we wait, Himansika, can you like tell us about your experience with Power Apps so far, how you started and where you are now, and how the Power Platform has helped you?
Oh yeah, sure. So now this, as we all know, and I mentioned it probably everywhere, that I started with Power Apps specifically or Power Platform through a session by Donna, where she gave us a little homework, and then I that very day I went through the learning part, which was from Microsoft Learn, and then soon after that it was a 2-hour learning part. And the very next day I actually downloaded the data set that is open source data set of COVID-19 analysis, and I made a COVID-19 tracker. So this was the first app that I made, and just 2 hours before I had learned about Power Apps. Since then I have been constantly like exploring different features that are there in Power Apps, and I have also been writing blogs about it. Then I've also been sharing things because uh, okay, because I personally feel that the more I learn and share, the more my concept becomes better. So next, I would like Rita to go on and share your screen because I think the problem is fixed for now. You are on mute. Please unmute.
Okay, great. So I'll
Unmute.
share my screen now and start. Okay. Okay, so Himansika, please confirm. Can you see my screen?
I cannot.
Okay, so I guess we have to wait a little for Dawood to grant permission.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Himantika, while we wait, thank you for sharing your journey with us. So, have you encountered any challenges so far while you were learning? How did you overcome those challenges? Like, what
Okay, so
inspired you to keep learning every day? I see
yeah,
your
so
tweet, 2 days of power app. So, what pushes you? Yeah.
um, basically what I think is that Power Platform, it has come with an approach, and the approach that I follow a lot, um, technology for all. So I think that Power App follows that motto a lot. So I think that it's a great thing because using this technology, not only professional developers, even someone who is not proficient in code or who doesn't know how to code, they can make really responsive Power Apps, and we can see with all the Power Platform components like Power BI, Power Automate. We have also used flows. Even I have shown, and even Ganesh has shown how cool Power Automate features are and how we can automate a lot of things. So I think it becomes quite accessible to everyone, and not only some, and it is not only limited to someone who has technical knowledge. So I think it's a great thing for everyone, because let us not be restricted to a technology that is only for developers, and here it goes by the name that technology for all. So I think that more than just a platform, it is a learning experience for everyone, and I think that anyone can start building Power Apps right away without even spending days after it, which we normally do in the conventional way of developing, that whenever we are developing or learning something, so what we can do is that we need to spend months and days after it till we finally know what we are doing. But in contrary, Power Apps have like for 2 hours, if you spend on knowing the features that are present in Power Apps or the Power Platform, then we are good to go. So I think it's great.
Yeah, really great. It's Power Apps is like an inclusive platform for everyone, regardless of your skill set, and it really helps us to build really powerful apps in less time. So, can you see my screen? Probably now.
Not
I'm
yet.
sharing my screen, but I don't know.
So while we get back, Rita, can you please say that you have been developing apps with code? So when you learned about Power Apps, so how do you think that? How do what do you think about it? And like, what was your views on it when you first saw Power Apps or when you first knew about it?
Okay, so I think one of my really aha moments with Power Apps was when I tried to, because prior to when I started with Power Apps, I used to develop apps using Kotlin or Java for Android. So I heard about Power Apps during one of Donna's presentation, and I decided to try it out. And the first app everyone built was the flowing estimates app, right? And I tried it out, and I figured out that all those features can be created in less than like 5 minutes. So that was like one of the very inspiring moments for me with Power Apps, because I know using codes to create an app like that would take at least 1 week for me. But with Power Apps, it took me like less than 5 minutes. So that's what really inspired me to actually explore the platform more, the Power Platform. Okay, so we're still not able to share our screens.
Yeah. So maybe we'll wait for some time, or maybe if anybody have any questions, please drop in the comment box so that before we can go ahead, we can clear all your questions. Or if you have any questions for Gomo, you can also type in, because he's here with us, and I'm sure that I'll definitely process your questions to him, and he can answer, and then I can tell you whatever he has given for you all. So anything that you have, maybe about Power Apps, about mixed reality, anything that you want, you can drop it in the comment box. Okay, so I see that Sumale says, so I'm sorry if I have gotten your name pronunciation wrong, but yeah, I see that you have been using Paras for 6 months now. It's 3 months for me, and I think that it's a very useful tool for everyone. And I'm every day with the new updates that it's bringing, and we also know that it's going to bring a new update in the second wave. So we are quite excited about the updates that it brings, and every day is just getting better. Okay, we can see your screen. Hi, Dauda is back.
Hi.
Hi, Dawood.
Hi. Um, are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
yes, yes. Your screen is live. Let me not try explaining what happened, but my Surface Go just crashed. Um, I'm back to my Dell laptop.
Okay, Rita, I think it's your screen. So
Okay.
maybe you can start it.
Okay. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
hi everyone. Today I'll be showing you all how to view shapes in mixed reality. So, what's the view shape component about? So, it's about like it enables you to place a cube in your space and see how it will fit. So, with this view shape component, you can be able to use your phone camera to overlay a cube, set the height, the width, the depth, and the unit of measurement that you want for your cube and see how it will fit in a particular space. So I'll be building it from scratch just to show you all how it's done in Power Apps. So first of all, I would create a new screen, that's a blank screen. Okay, so after that, I would find my view shape component. I'll click on mixed reality, click on view shape in MR, and yeah, here's the button. So with this button, the user can click on it and it will be able to overlay a cube for the user. But what if the user wants a dynamic width, height, and depth for the cube? We want to be able to enable the user set the width, the height, and the depth for the cube. So I'll just also add an input button to enable the user to set the width, the height, and the depth for the cube. So this, I would give it number. So I would name it, sorry, trying to move this. Name it the width. Okay. give it a default, just give it 1. Then also I'll also set the height and the depth input box to enable the user to set the height and depth for the cube as well. So this I'll limit height and do the same thing for depth. Also want to enable the user to set the kind of measurements he or she wants for the cube. It could be meters, centimeters, feet. So for this scenario, I would make use of a drop down. So the user will be able to pick any measurement that he or she wants. So place it here, name it unit. For the drop, okay, sorry. Okay, so for the drop down, I want to, according to the cube component, the units of measurements are centimeters, feet, inches, meters. So I want to enable the user to choose between either centimeters, feet, inches, or meters. So first of all, I'll place my cursor on the drop down and set it to have those, set the function to have those units of measurement. Meters. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, my screen. Sorry, those are supposed to be presented as strings. So
You are making it seem like Power Apps is really easy. Is it really easy?
yes, it is. It just abstracts everything that in normal development is going to take a lot of time. Power Apps makes everything very easy and you just spend less time working on a feature.
Amazing. I like the way you guys are working together. And sorry for using guys. You folks are working together because I see Himantika in the chat answering every question, and then you there showing us what exactly they can achieve. That's really amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so for the drop down, I've set it so the user can be able to choose between meters, centimeters, feet, and inches. And also to enable the user, to enable the dimension that the user sets to reflect on the cube, you have to let the cube know that okay, it's going to get input from the user. So to do that, you just place your cursor on the cube and set the shape depth to be the name of the text input that you use for depth. We'll use depth as a name, so we'll set it as depth. And yes, that should work. We also set the width to reflect that as well. So sorry. I'll set the height to also. This is basically telling the cube to use the input entered by the user. And also set the unit of measurement. So unit, so that's going to be units of measurement, vector text, dot value. So this is telling the cube that we're making use of a drop down. So whatever the user selects in the drop down as the value, that should be what the cube should use as its unit of measurement. So if the user selects meters, the cube should use meters as its unit of measurement. So yeah, this is basically all there is to viewing shapes in Power Apps. So I'll just show a simple demo to illustrate how this all plays out. So, can you all see the PowerPoint slide?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I'll just print. Okay, as you can see, the user is setting the height, the width, the depth, and the unit of measurement is centimeters. So when you click on the button, it would ask you to place your cube. As you can see, the cube, you can see the cube where you placed it on the screen. So that's all there is to viewing shapes in Power Apps. Thank you. Um, any questions?
So,
Yeah,
Rita, yeah, Dauda is here. So I will,
yeah,
so let me just start with showing the measurements in MR, and then we can have Faizan back to show the view shape in MR. So
yeah.
Okay.
let me just start showing my
Yes, go
screen.
ahead and share your screen so I can pick it up before I go off again. Sorry.
Um,
Okay, so all right. I think I have you on screen now. Your screen is
Yeah.
sharing.
So you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Rita and Faizan have already showed us about the viewing in 3D and also viewing the shape in 3D. So, also viewing in MR. So, before that, I would say that there are four things that we can do with mixed reality. That is viewing the shapes in 3D, viewing those in MR, and then viewing the shape in MR, and we can also measure in MR. So the screen that you see here is measuring in MR. So from where did I get this? So for that, let me just quickly create a screen and show how the entire thing is done. Okay, so from mixed reality, I'll go to measure in MR. Yeah, so I can see that it is available here and measure in MR. So where can we use that? So this mixed reality feature can be used, like Gomo had already mentioned, that we can view it maybe for if we have an apparel store where we want to like see how the clothes look, or maybe if we have a furniture store where we want to see how the furniture looks at our house. So this is where the mixed reality feature comes quite handy. And now for measuring MR, suppose I want my chair to be in a particular area, and I need to keep all the measurements clear. Or maybe I want to keep or maybe I want to give the shopkeepers my measurements so that they can show me the perfect fit. This is where measure in MR comes to use. So as you can see that I have pulled in this measure in MR feature from under mixed reality measure in MR. And now let's see how we can display all the measurements on screen. So for that, we'll go to gallery, and then we can choose a vertical gallery or maybe a blank gallery. So let me just choose a blank gallery. And here on the function bar, I'll write measure in MR2. MR2, since I have two measurement screens, and when I give a dot, it shows everything that can be fetched from this. So I need measurements, detailed measurements. So I'll click on measurements detailed. Yeah. So now that I have measurement details, so now next I'll go to this fields, and I will need to add the fields measurements details. At present, it is having a connecting issue, but let me just quickly move back to my screen and show you how I did all these. So here that you can see, it is a data table. This data table from measurements.details, I had gone to fields, and here from adding the field, I had chosen which all fields to add it to add. So I had added height, path length, and the unit. So let's see how the entire thing works by showing a demo. Can you see my presentation now? So let's see how this works. So we can see that the lines that we are drawing, it is recording all the measurements, and all the measurements are being shown here. So this is how we can simply use the measure in MR feature and can use it in our Power Apps. So I hope you had and like you had fun watching this. Next, we'll call up Faizan. Uh, so you couldn't see my screen. Okay, need to see my PPT screen again. So let me just do that again. So since I have received that you couldn't see my PPT screen, so this is how the demo works in real life. So we can see that we are taking the measurements, and we see that all the measurements like 58 centimeter, 52 centimeter are being shown, and we can see it in this table. So this is how, and also the unit, the height, and the path length, everything is shown here. So I think you have now a brief idea how the entire thing works. So I think that the network issue still exists. So if you have any other questions, maybe you can drop that on the comment box, and we can try and solve all of those. Dauda, can you hear us? So we are okay. So we are sad to inform that we are having technical issues. So for now, we'll be ending the session here, and maybe we can come back again and show you how the entire thing works and the demo as well. So yeah, I hope that was the end of it, and we truly apologize for all the technical glitches that have happened. But we are sure that we'll have all of us back again, and then we'll show the entire features of the demo, and we'll also have Gomo back again. So if you have any questions, you can ask him for the next time.
Yeah.
So
So we will just add Gomo back. So sorry. What happened? Why did you stop sharing your screen?
I was sharing my screen, but I think that wasn't like visible because maybe you got cut off again.
Whoa. Please, do you need to share your screen now, or I can add Gomo back so Gomo would have? Do you need to share your screen now?
Or I think it will be better that if we can, like the entire thing, we can have a redo of the entire thing. What do you suggest?
Yes, absolutely. I'm up for everything in
Yeah,
the future.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I changed a lot of my environment, my PC to whatever, and I'm experiencing so much difficulties from my end. Homo, can you unmute yourself?
Sure.
Amazing. So you guys are the strongest people in the world right now because with all the issues we are going through, you seem very calm, and that's really cool. Yeah. So
It's a lot of work behind the scenes, so I totally get it.
amazing,
I totally get it.
amazing, amazing, amazing. So we are going to take questions for Homo. Do you have any question for Homo? Um, okay. So I see Tejus on the screen. It's mentioning your name, Homo, and who else? So I just popped up whatever you said, and then we have Hinam Khan saying, "Whoa, mixed reality in Power Apps. Thanks for this session." So it's been great so far. People really like what you've all presented. Um, what can we do? Do you have any question in the chat? And Homo, do you have anything to share with them as we are ending the session with you?
Yeah, so just to touch on a bit of what I said earlier on, we're trying to create a league of Power Platforms students going forward. So if anyone is, if there
So that was amazing from Homo, and then a lot of interactions in the chat. I'm just going to pop up one more thing that people said in the chat. Demo looks wonderful. Thank you so much for showing us the amazing things we can do with Power Apps and mixed reality. People are really happy about your sessions, even with the technical difficulties. Hi, Faizan. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Amazing. I know we've experienced a lot on this particular stream,
Yeah,
but you did so
that's
much well and people are saying in the chat. So, do you have some last words for your people?
Oh, I would just apologize from the bottom of my heart that for this issue, but I saw the excitement in the audience. So I would just request you to keep the same excitement, and we'll get back soon with all of the stuff that we were trying to show. And just pardon us for this technical glitch, I would say.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure our audience would understand us. Today's stream was kind of different. We didn't stream from our usual end, that is on Teams. We actually streamed from StreamYard, and we had the global AI supporting us with all the resources to make this thing happen. But still, um, it still gave us some small issues. But on Facebook too, we were streaming over there, and we really want to thank all of you who were in the chat and who stayed behind, and all of you who joined from the beginning and couldn't finish. And Teju's had
Thank
a
you,
bit
Randy,
of
sir.
technical issues. Tejus, can you unmute yourself and say hi? Let me see if you are still you are finally able to say hi to your people. Can you try talking? Let me see whether you finally leave a last word to your people. Okay, I think Tejus is still having issues with his microphone and stuff at his end. I wanted him to leave his last word with you all. But yeah, on Monday, do we have anything coming up, Faizan?
Oh yeah, so as we were trying to import and get the inputs from Next Reality and MSInspir, as we didn't had up till now anything in MSInspir regarding Mixed Reality. So for now, I would just like to give a trailer of our next event that we have planned. So we will be having Julia Schwartz, who is working at Microsoft as principal director for HoloLens. She was also the one who launched HoloLens 2. So I would just say that just join us for that. We hope that the same glitch won't happen there. And Julia is such a lively person. You would love that session. I really can guarantee you that you will love that session. And we will get back soon on this session too. In some time. Just be patient with us. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, so thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, is the last word of Faizan. And you heard it from our own folk, that is Homo giving his last word as well. Everyone feel really sorry, but we know also everyone did so much good work. I'm just going to get my team together, Salman and Co. We edit this video so that we cut out the technical difficulties part so you are able to enjoy the video. But until then, when is the date for the other session, Faizan?
For the session, for the next session with Julia Schwartz is on 20th July. That will be a Monday. And I hope that the
Okay.
excitement that it was here today should be the same for the next time.
Yeah. You said 20th July. That should be not this Monday, but the coming Monday, right?
Yeah, the next upcoming Monday.
Amazing, amazing. So that is it. Thank you so much for demonstrating, regardless of the difficulties. You demonstrated how exactly people could leverage on Power Apps. I wouldn't like to take much of your time anymore. I'm sure you've all have a stressful day already. Thank you so much, Homo, for staying behind, and then um, doing it all with us, and Rita, and also Himantika. Thank you so much, and Tejus. Stay safe, everyone, and we will catch up with you. You can stay on the channel. We have another stream going on right now.